Welcome back, everyone, to our channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of numismatics and treasure hunting in your pocket change. Today, we have an incredibly exciting story to tell you, one that showcases just how extraordinary and sometimes bewildering the world of coins can truly be. We are talking about the 1995 P quarter, a coin that has made headlines not just in the collecting community but among investors and everyday Americans, all because of some remarkable errors and mistakes that have propelled its worth to a staggering $72 million. That's right, a quarter, a common coin, which typically buys you little more than a piece of gum, has transformed into a high-stakes treasure. So what makes this particular quarter so valuable, and what are the errors that led it to such astronomical numbers? Let's delve into the incredible journey of the 1995 P quarter, exploring the history behind it, the minting process, the unique errors that were made, and the fascinating world of coin collecting that has turned this piece of currency into a veritable goldmine. To understand the significance of this coin, we first need to take a closer look at the backdrop of the United States quarter, boldly emblazoned with the face of George Washington since 1932, celebrating the first president of the United States. Fast forward to 1995, the United States Mint was in full swing, producing millions of these coins as part of its annual release structure. However, during this routine minting process, something went awry. The Philadelphia Mint, tasked with producing coins for circulation, inadvertently created a small number of quarters that would later be identified as remarkably valuable due to their unique features that differentiate them from a standard issue coin. These inaccuracies arose from a combination of unusual minting conditions and operational missteps that are not typically seen in such straightforward coin production. One of the main errors attributed to the 1995 P quarter is known as the spitting eagle. This term refers to a notable die error in which a small amount of copper was displaced during the striking process, resulting in a visual aberration that some collectors and numismatists find reminiscent of a bird seemingly ejecting saliva. While this might sound trivial, in the rarefied world of coin collecting, such imperfections can drastically affect the coin's desirability and market value. The spitting eagle effect, albeit subtle, has captivated collectors' attention, leading to an increase in demand for this atypical version of the otherwise commonplace quarter. Furthermore, while minting errors are not entirely uncommon, the specific combination of circumstances that led to the creation of this error coin is what elevates its worth to remarkable heights. In addition to the spitting eagle, there are also several other identified errors on the 1995 P quarter that have added to its mystique and allure. For instance, some quarters have been found to possess multiple strike errors, where the design has been imprinted onto the coin more than once in irregular alignment. This adds another layer of collectability and intrigue, as each misalignment presents a unique opportunity for collectors who seek the rarest pieces. Due to the random nature of these errors, the 1995 P quarter has become something of a modern artifact, treasured not only for its face value but for its historical and numismatic significance. As a result of these errors, the rarity of the 1995 P quarter has skyrocketed, marking it as an investment opportunity that savvy collectors have seized upon. What we see here is an interplay of scarcity, demand, and the wacky whims of chance that so often dictate the market value of collectibles in general. Many investors and collectors seek to acquire this quarter, and that churns a marketplace that fuels its elevated worth. The people who own these coins have found themselves sitting on small fortunes, revealing yet another dimension of the coin collecting hobby, the potential for massive financial returns. A major aspect of the allure of the 1995 P quarter is its relationship to popular culture. As word has spread about this rare coin, many have taken to discussing it online in various forums, YouTube channels, and social media, thus creating a broader interest that stretches beyond core collectors. This phenomenon has brought many new enthusiasts into the fold, eager to examine their own pockets for forgotten treasures, fostering a community that runs on both passion and the allure of potential riches. In today's digital age, the impact of social media cannot be understated. Platforms where collectors share their finds and seek out buyer interest have indisputably contributed to the skyrocketing valuation of coins like the 1995 P quarter. Social proof, in this sense, acts much like a wildfire, as excitement builds among those who want to seek out and trade in what's hot in the collector community. The dialogue is continuously evolving, as experts evaluate the different states of the coins, their errors, and their significance in the broader economic landscape. Keep in mind that the value of a coin typically hinges on both its rarity and its condition. In the case of the 1995 P quarter, not all examples bearing the noted errors carry the same financial clout. Potential buyers look closely at the coin's grade, which ranges from poor to perfect condition. Coins with more pronounced errors that also maintain higher grade conditions fetch exponentially higher prices at auctions and private sales. This attention to detail is crucial in a market where seemingly small imperfections or minor differences in quality can often equate to vast differences in price and demand. As one examines the prices that these rare quarters can fetch, it's clear that timing is key. Economic factors such as inflation, the cost of precious metals, and shifts in national consumer behavior can all affect the desirability and purchasing power of the 1995 P quarter. With changes happening in the broader economy, we've seen periods when coin collecting surged as individuals turned to physical assets, motivated by uncertainty in the stock market or inflation. Many savvy investors view collectible coins as a hedge against economic downturns. Furthermore, we must take into account the dynamic interaction between the traditional coin market and the online marketplace. In recent years, platforms like eBay and specialized auction websites have reshaped the landscape for collectors. Much like how traditional art collectors find value in unique pieces, coin collectors are also gravitating toward auction sites for the uniqueness of individual items. A single 1995 P quarter that exhibits the Spitting Eagle error can attract attention from across the globe, and competitive bidding can see prices soar. This new, open market has democratized access to rare coins, but simultaneously it has contributed to the volatility of their prices, leaving collectors and investors sensitive to fluctuations influenced by trends and available inventory. So what does this mean for potential buyers? Well, if you find yourself in possession of a 1995 P quarter, it could open the door to a very lucrative venture, but as with any investment, due diligence is key. Consulting with reputable experts or established numismatists is wise. It ensures you make informed decisions when you consider buying, selling, or trading valuable coins. Awareness of the market and how certain errors influence price trends is indispensable in navigating this sometimes murky terrain. In addition, networking with fellow collectors can convey information that is otherwise inaccessible. Connecting with passionate individuals in the collector community allows insights into discerning which coins are considered valuable and how to identify their unique features. As we round out our journey through the compelling narrative of the 1995 P quarter, it is worth contemplating the broader implications of such finds in our daily lives. Many of us may have come across coins with odd appearances or peculiar markings and thought nothing of it. However, this story serves as a remarkable reminder that we live in a world where the mundane may be almost magical beneath the right circumstances. That customer change could very well carry with it the weight of history and the potential for future value, depending on how you look at it. The allure of discovering a valuable coin remains a piquant reminder of the lengths people will go to ensure they find unique pieces that could literally transform their fortunes. This exploration of the rare 1995 P quarter underscores many elements about why coin collecting has not only endured but thrived despite the digital age. Whether as a form of investment, a passion project, or an engaging quest for history, the magnetic pull of coins like the 1995 P quarter speaks volumes about the underlying human fascination with value, rarity, and the stories embedded in venerable pieces of currency. In closing, if the tale of the 1995 P quarter teaches us anything, it is that sometimes within the most unassuming objects lie extraordinary stories waiting to be uncovered. Keep your eyes sharp, your coins close, and who knows, you may just stumble upon your own tiny treasure that could one day reach tremendous heights in value. Thank you for joining us on this adventure today, and be sure to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more explorations into the captivating world of coins and collectibles. Until next time, keep hunting those hidden gems. Next. Today, we have a particularly intriguing story to share that will leave you astonished, the story of the 1980 P quarter, a coin that has skyrocketed in value to an unbelievable $51 million due to a series of fascinating errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting process. That's right, a single quarter, typically a mundane piece of currency worth just 25 cents, has become a hot topic in the world of collectors and investors alike. So what makes the 1980 P quarter so special, and how did it accumulate such immense worth? Let's unfold this story piece by remarkable piece, examining the context of the coin's creation, the unique errors that emerged during its production, and the resulting implications that have transformed this ordinary item into a highly sought-after collectible. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1980p quarter, we must first delve into the historical landscape of quarters in the United States. Quarters have held a special place in American currency since their inception, and the design of the quarter has gone through various changes over the decades. In 1980, the United States Mint was engaged in a massive production effort in tandem with an economy that was undergoing significant shifts. As a point of interest, the year 1980 was characterized by ongoing inflation and economic challenges. However, the Mint continued its operations as planned, resulting in millions of quarters being produced to meet public demand. However, amidst this complex backdrop of pressing economic conditions, the Philadelphia Mint, where the 1980p quarter was minted, faced a series of complications that led to several notable errors appearing on the quarters they produced. One of the distinctive errors that has captivated collectors involves a misaligned die, a crucial component used in the coin minting process that serves as a mold for striking the coins. In this case, the die that was used to create the 1980p quarter was not properly aligned when it struck the coin. This misalignment led to a phenomenon known in numismatic circles as a double strike. When a coin exhibits the double strike error, it means that the design was imprinted onto the coin more than once, which can create an unusual and sometimes visually striking appearance. In the case of the 1980p quarter, the double strike is not just any ordinary misprint, it provides a rare opportunity for coin collectors who seek out coins with unique characteristics that set them apart from their more standard counterparts. The allure of a double-struck coin lies in its rarity and the complexities that arise from each unique production flaw. Another fascinating aspect of the 1980p quarter's appeal is related to an unexpected minting error known as the off-center strike. The off-center strike occurs when the coin is not properly positioned within the die during the minting process, resulting in an imprecisely minted coin where a portion of the design is missing from the coin's edge. This particular error can lead to quarters that display a striking appearance, as the distinction of the off-center striking can create a visually captivating aesthetic, something that greatly enhances its appeal to collectors. Additionally, coins with significant off-center strikes are particularly rare, and when these factors combine, they dramatically influence the value of the 1980p quarter. Collectors often find themselves drawn to coins with these kinds of mistakes because they are reminders of the human element involved in coin production and the rarity that can stem from the most extraordinary accidents. These errors are part of stories that can captivate and engage collectors on both personal and financial levels. The fascination surrounding the 1980p quarter is not solely confined to these minting mistakes. The coin also possesses historical significance that speaks volumes about the broader economic and cultural climate of its era. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, the United States was grappling with significant inflationary pressures, which severely impacted consumer behavior and how Americans perceived currency. As people dealt with a volatile economy, the interest in coin collecting surged as individuals sought to invest in tangible assets that had the potential to retain or even increase in value over time. This convergence of factors made the 1980p quarter a highly sought-after collectible, as both seasoned numismatists and novice collectors recognized the potential value that lay beneath the surface of what was otherwise an ordinary coin. The events surrounding the minting of the 1980p quarter carried additional layers of intrigue. Among these layers were various instances where the coins were hoarded, removed from circulation, or simply lost over the years, contributing to their rarity in the marketplace. An interesting tidbit in the coin collecting community is that not only the errors, but also the circumstances that have affected the coin's distribution, enhance its appeal and elevate its market value. The journey of these coins is one filled with twists and turns, tales of discovery, and encounters with passionate collectors who may have recognized a quarter's unique potential long before it garnered widespread interest. A significant part of what has fueled the market for the 1980p quarter is the excitement of finding such a coin among everyday currency. Many enthusiasts delve into the practice of searching through rolls of coins or hunting at banks for loose change, hoping to stumble upon an elusive piece that could be their ticket to an impressive financial windfall. This thrill of the hunt is emblematic of the coin collecting community, instilling a sense of ownership, pride, and shared camaraderie among collectors. Beyond the personal journey of discovery, the actual market for the 1980p quarter reflects a vibrant ecosystem shaped by both traditional interest in collectibles and modern developments in online platforms. The rise of auction sites and online marketplaces has transformed the landscape for coin collecting, allowing buyers and sellers from around the world to connect with one another. This newfound accessibility has unleashed new demand for rare, error-laden coins, and the 1980p quarter certainly fits the bill. Knowledgeable collectors now have a global marketplace to showcase their treasures, with unique coins obtaining bids and attention that were previously unimaginable. This context enables potential high-stakes sales and auctions to flourish, contributing to a constantly evolving valuation environment. It's important to note that while the reported value of $51 million is staggering, it's not merely a figment of speculation. Prices for error coins can fluctuate based on various factors, including their condition, rarity, and collector interest. Coins that carry higher degrees of errors, particularly those in uncirculated or graded condition, can command much higher prices. In fact, as collectors become more discerning about the specific attributes of the coins, the value can swing widely depending on minor imperfections or restoration work done over the years. This highlights the need for collectors to remain vigilant and well-informed, particularly in a market that touches on both history and financial investment. Understanding grading systems and the impact of various errors on valuation is essential for anyone considering an investment in coins like the 1980p quarter. Such coins not only exemplify the potential for monetary returns, but they also represent a deeper narrative about the culture of economy and history that defines our collective experience. Add to this the sheer excitement of documenting and sharing one's collection, and you can see how coin collecting resonates with many participants who are in search of connection, value, and history. An important lesson articulated through the history of the 1980p quarter is the sense that opportunity can arise unexpectedly. Much like finding a valuable coin in a pile of change, it is often the simple things that hold a wealth of potential just waiting to be unlocked. The human tendency to overlook the ordinary can lead us to miss extraordinary discoveries. In the case of this 25-cent quarter, its historical context, unique minting errors, and bright future as a collectible asset speak volumes about the layers of value embedded within our everyday lives. Closing out, the 1980p quarter illustrates how shifts in economics, production processes, and the human element can lead to remarkable results. Its journey and the errors that make it so valuable serve as a reminder of the intricate connections between history, commerce, and artistry. As we cherish and celebrate coin collecting in all its multifaceted forms, this remarkable quarter stands as a beacon of hope and discovery, inviting each of us to look more closely at what we encounter in our daily lives. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone new to the world of numismatics, there's always something thrilling about unearthing a treasure, and in this case, it all started with a simple coin that transcended its intended purpose to become a modern-day marvel worth millions. So if you have any 1980p quarters lurking in your change jar or hidden away in a drawer, it just might be worth your while to inspect them carefully, for you never know when you might find a rare piece of history that could change your life. Thank you for joining us today, and if you enjoyed this exploration into the fascinating world of error coins, be sure to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more enlightening discussions about coins, collecting, and the endless wonders they hold. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for hidden treasures, and remember that sometimes what seems ordinary may indeed be extraordinary. Last, we have an incredible tale that will captivate both coin enthusiasts and those just joining us on this journey into the unknown, a story about the 1988 quarter, a remarkable coin that is now valued at an astonishing $46 million due to a series of rare mistakes and minting errors that have changed its narrative from simple currency to prized collectible. Yes, you heard that right. A quarter that typically just buys you a piece of candy can actually transform into a treasure worth millions, thanks to its unique features and the stories behind its creation. So buckle up, and let's dive deep into the world of the 1988 quarter, exploring its historical context, the errors that have contributed to its staggering valuation, and the possibilities that surround owning such an unconventional investment. To begin, let's set the stage by examining the economic landscape in which the 1988 quarter was minted. In the late 1980s, America was enjoying a period of relative economic stability compared to the tumultuous years that preceded it. The United States Mint was engaged in a steady production of quarters, operating multiple facilities, including the Denver Mint, which produced the 1988 coins. At that time, minting processes were undergoing standardization efforts to enhance efficiency and output due to increased demand for currency across the nation. The transition in minting technology and operational methodologies inevitably brought about certain challenges. While the 1988 quarter appears to be an ordinary piece of currency to the naked eye, it is actually marked by several key errors that have piqued the interest of collectors and investors alike. One of the most significant errors that has come to define the 1988 D quarter is known as the clash die error. This phenomenon occurs when two coin dies collide multiple times without a coin being struck. What happens is that the design from one die transfers to the other, causing an imprint of design elements to appear on the opposite side of the coin. In the case of the 1988 D quarter, this results in an aberration that can alter the appearance of the coin dramatically. Collectors find these misprints extraordinarily enticing, as they present an opportunity to possess a piece that is truly one of a kind. It's important to understand that while clash die errors can occur, the frequency with which they happen, particularly with uncirculated coins like the 1988 D quarter, is incredibly rare, and that rarity drives up demand within the collector community. Such unique features transform an ordinary quarter into a veritable work of art, encapsulating a moment in time and a history of craftsmanship. Apart from the clash die error, there are various other minting mistakes that collectors have identified in the 1988 D quarter that can significantly elevate its value. For example, some quarters produced in this mint year exhibit signs of incomplete strikes, where the image of the coin fails to fully imprint, resulting in a fuzzy appearance that deviates from the intended design. This can make for a visually striking and collectible item, as incomplete strikes can generate excitement among collectors who are in search of error coins. The appeal of these types of errors is exacerbated by the fact that incomplete strikes can vary dramatically in their appearance, giving collectors more diversity as they piece together their collections. Coins displaying these features are always on the lookout for an audience, and establishing a conversation around their uniqueness adds to their allure and ultimately their market value. Beyond physical characteristics, the 1988 D quarter's investment potential has been influenced significantly by shifts in the economic landscape. The intricate and sometimes volatile world of coin collecting has attracted a broad range of enthusiasts, from casual hobbyists to serious investors who increasingly recognize the value of unique coins as an alternative asset. As economic conditions fluctuate, and as people seek stability amid uncertainty, tangible collectibles like the 1988 D quarter come to the forefront of investment strategies. There is an undeniable excitement when it comes to owning a piece of currency that is not only functional but may hold intrinsic value far beyond its face amount. The 1988 D quarter stands as a testament to how a relatively ordinary piece of currency can transform into a valuable artifact, as collectors wrestle with their emotions and the market's tendencies. This is vital because both the numismatic community and the general public have become increasingly aware of how collecting can provide enjoyable avenues for financial growth. The rise in interest surrounding the 1988 D quarter dovetails with the influence of social media platforms and online marketplaces that facilitate transactions and enhance community engagement. In today's digital age, many collectors immerse themselves within themed forums and social media groups where they can share their unique finds, exchange tips, and even showcase their valuable collections. This new space has revitalized interest in error coins, including the 1988 D quarter, leading to higher visibility and demand in auctions and sales. As details around the clash die errors and incomplete strikes spread through online discussions and blogs, the appetite for acquiring these sought-after pieces has only intensified. People now know to keep an eye out while sifting through their spare change or searching through rolls of coins for that elusive 25-cent gem hiding among the common currency. The allure of new discoveries and the thrilling possibility that a simple quarter could catapult someone into the numismatic limelight is beautifully intertwined with modern collecting culture. Importantly, collectors must not only search for rare coins themselves, but they also need to understand the grading systems used to assess the value of error coins like the 1988 D quarter. Coin grading is a nuanced discipline that evaluates both the condition of a coin and its rarity. Factors such as wear, luster, and the precision in which the minting errors occurred affect the overall grade and thus the valuation. Coins that display crisp details, minimal wear, and clearly defined error characteristics command significantly higher prices on the market. Conversely, quarters that have seen extensive damage or wear may still hold some value but potentially far below their error counterparts. This constant assessment of value through grading offers layering of complexity for collectors and investors alike, demanding that they stay informed and vigilant in a marketplace that is in constant flux. Furthermore, the relationship between the 1988 D quarter and its value reflects larger economic themes concerning inflation, market trends, and changes in consumer sentiment around tangible investments. Historical contexts provide a backdrop from which to understand why certain coins, like the 1988 D-Quarter, are experiencing this spike in interest. As inflation affects ordinary currency values, collectors have increasingly sought alternatives that secure their purchasing power, allowing error coins to become more than just collectibles. They have morphed into engaging investment opportunities. The potential for long-term appreciation of coins like the 1988 D-Quarter has fueled conversations about their worth and desirability on various platforms, further amplifying their perceived value, catching the attention of potential buyers and investors alike. The ripple effects of economic dynamics emphasize the importance of understanding the interconnectedness of both currency and collectibles. As we reflect on the compelling story of the 1988 D-Quarter, it's apparent that this coin represents far more than its face value. It encapsulates a world of historical significance, unexpected imperfections, and vast investment potential. Its path to becoming a $46 million collectible is marked by the circumstances surrounding its creation and the intricate journey that ensued, allowing it to occupy a unique place within the realm of currency and investments. Collectors find themselves enraptured not only by the beauty of the coin itself but also by the historical narrative it conveys, adding emotional and intellectual depth to their appreciation for the piece. As we have seen with other error coins, each example can come with its own unique tale, and together, they contribute to the growing narrative celebrating the intersection of history, art, and economics. While certain quarters may be lost or forgotten over time, others will undoubtedly rise to prominence, igniting passions and inspiring new generations to carry the torch of coin collecting. A sense of community continues to thrive on the tales of discovery, as collectors embark on their quests for these hidden treasures, eager to participate in the excitement and camaraderie surrounding the hunt. As interest in error coins burgeons, everyone from novice enthusiasts to seasoned investors seeks the thrill of uncovering coins that may hold the key to transforming their fortunes. The prospect of owning a piece that has captured history is bound to captivate the imagination of many, and the realization that the 1988 D-Quarter may have led to remarkable financial success is too tantalizing to overlook. So, whether you are an ardent coin collector sniffing out your next acquisition or simply intrigued by the notion of valuable coins, we hope this exploration into the 1988 D-Quarter has ignited your interest and enthusiasm for this amazing hobby. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember that the world of coins is full of curiosity, surprises, and endless potentials, just waiting for you to discover.